I'm probably gonna miss home cooked meals on my bed.
Something I'll definitely miss that my dad does every night is tucks me in bed, no matter what the time he waits up till I finish my homework.
Probably my mom's cooking, probably the most thing, because she's just a great cook and the things she makes, it's the best food I've ever had and I'm gonna miss it a ton.
Growing up in the house of 5 people, there's always a lot of people in it, lots of chaos, lots of me getting beat up. But I'm gonna miss lots of the talks I had with my mom about my future.
My favorite vacation was the time we went to Hainan, which is a city in China, and all of my family went, and it was just fun. We enjoyed the sunset and we enjoyed the seafood. It was just fun.
This summer they took me and my sisters to California, and we drove up there. It's like a 24-hour drive, and then we drove all the way back and saw everything we could see on the way, and then went all over California, and it was the best time with my parents and my family and everything.
So we kind of have a tradition that we do every spring break. We go to Florida together, and this last spring break we went to Florida, and it was kind of emotional, bittersweet, because it's my last vacation with them. So that was probably the best, just because, thinking about life and stuff, I've been through so much with them, and it was a pleasure.
My favorite vacation has been all of our trips to Hilton Head down in South Carolina.
I have an inside joke with my mom that squirrels go to the beach.
Whenever I sneeze, my dad would always say, "No, stop that," instead of saying, "Bless you." So now everyone in my house does it, and if you sneeze at my house, we're all just gonna look at you and go, "No, stop! No sneezing!"
Gluten-free mac and cheese. Well, there's this traditional meal at home that my mom cooks, and it's called akumet, and that's my favorite.
My favorite meal my mom cooks is probably her chicken curry.
My mom cooks this really good Russian soup called borscht. It is so good, and I'm definitely gonna miss it in college.
Honestly, there's just tons of phrases and such that she used to say all the time, and then they just kind of rub off on me, and I find myself saying them all the time, and I just never even realized it until they come out. I was like, where'd that come from?
I love on Christmas morning when we all come down and our stockings are all filled and put on the mantle of the fireplace.
Shade Halloween, we go all out and we decorate the front porch together, and it's a big party.
It's definitely patience. That's a really big thing. I haven't always been the best kid or the easiest kid to sort of parent, I guess. And I can see that strain sometimes in certain things that I do, certain mistakes that I make. But they're always willing to sort of look past that and try and keep me on the right track and be the best parents that they can be to make me the best person that I can be myself. And I'm really appreciative of that.
I value how my mom is always so hospitable to others and very welcoming, and I value how my dad is seemingly wise in almost every circumstance.
The thing I love most about my mom is that she's always willing to help me no matter what it is, whether it be writing an essay or just any problem that I have. My mom just always helps me through whatever I have going on.
I love how creative my mom is. She's always involved in everything, and she does it 100%. And I love how supportive she is and how accepting she is. She's always there for everybody, counting me, so you can always count on you, Mom. I love you.
That she always supports me in all my decisions I make.
I love that my mom can always make me laugh when I'm sad.
I love how funny my dad is. He always makes me laugh, and whenever I'm in a bad mood, he still makes me laugh. So I'm gonna miss that about him. His corny jokes, gonna miss those. So love you, Dad.
My favorite thing to do with my dad is just listening to his stories. He tells all types of crazy and funny and inspiring stories from when he grew up in Haiti, so I love listening to those.
My favorite thing to do with my dad would probably be going on vacation. We go on a lot of trips, and it's really fun, and he makes a lot of jokes, so.
I love to work with my mom. She will work on her projects, and I will do my homework, and we'll just enjoy the quiet and peace.
I'd say probably one of my favorite things is I just whenever I get to spend time with her. Every Tuesday we go to an art class that's about an hour drive, and I'll drive, and we just get to talk or just go shopping and just have a conversation just normally.
My favorite memory with my parents is when we went to Barbados and Jamaica and just all over the country. I enjoy spending time with them and I love them very much.
My favorite memory with my mom would have to be our past trip to New York and just getting to spend the whole weekend with her. My favorite memory with my dad would have to be whenever we go to Cedar Point in Ohio and ride roller coasters.
I have a lot of favorite memories with my parents, but I think with my mom, it was probably when we first moved to Georgia and we just always hung out. We used to always go to garage sales and just hang out together all the time. And my favorite memory with my dad is when he would try to teach me soccer inside the house because we couldn't go outside in the field because our front yard was kind of small, but he did his best to try to teach me.
Every day we get in the car and listen to our gospel tunes and start singing together. One thing I'll miss about her mom, my mommy, is her calling me Juju Bean.
I would say is their support for me. For instance, they send me here aboard and paying the tuition for me. And whenever I have a problem, whether mentally or studying-wise, my family can always give me help.
As of right now, pay my college tuition, but they provided for me for so long. Yeah.
The best thing they did was sacrifice their time and energy and money to send me here so I could have the best education.
Honestly, it's a hard question because my parents do so much for me, but it'd probably be like the constant encouragement and motivation I get from them. My parents are at every single game and it's really sweet, but kind of annoying at the same time, but it's really sweet and I really love that about them. They're just constantly encouraging me through my hard times because I am that child who I need that encouragement. So I really do love my parents that I couldn't ask for any more.
That they're always hardworking and they're never willing to quit.
My parents have been through a lot through their whole lives, and just to see where they are now and how they're providing for my brothers and I makes me so proud of them and just makes me want to be like them when I grow up.
I think the fact that they came from nothing. They came to America when they were barely in their 20s and they raised a family and now they're here, and that's something that I will always admire and look up to for my future.
Something that makes me really proud of my mom is that when we lost my dad, she really persevered and she kept going, even though obviously she was really sad and she missed her husband. She kept pulling through and she never gave up.
To always smile.
My family taught me that no matter what's going on, whatever you put your mind to, you can achieve.
I'd say probably the most important lesson that I've gotten this year is that I just need to stop stressing over things. A lot of times I'm kind of bad at overreacting to things, and my family's always been really good helping me through that and putting up with me.
One important thing that my family's taught me, especially my mom, is that you always put family first above yourself. You don't, other people come first above you. You'll always do for other people, you're considerate, you're kind.
What is an important lesson your family has taught you?
Bố mẹ luôn luôn dạy con cách đối xử linh hoạt, hoạt bát và nhanh nhẹn đối với mọi tình huống trong cuộc sống, và nhanh nhẹn như mẹ và ghi nhớ mọi điều như bố.
My dad's always been telling me since I was little, don't sweat the petty stuff and don't pet the sweaty stuff. I don't know what that second part's about, but not sweating the petty stuff is a big deal. I mean, it's always important to keep a good focus on what's ahead. My parents have always been very big about motivating me to get to the next step, and graduating high school has been the biggest step thus far, and I'm excited for what comes next.
The number one thing my family has taught me is to always stick together as a family, and it's been very important to me, and because I would not have made it through high school if it wasn't for that. So thank you for teaching me how to stick together and for always being there.